Today, the opening ceremony of the Superbet starts. Tomorrow, the games begin. It's a fun event, actually. Again, much more eclectic, let's say, mix of players this year than the previous years. Almost like a change of generations, which finally impacts the Grand Chess Tour as well. Um, you have Nodirbek, who is, I'm talking about full-time tour players. I'm talking about Pragnananda, Gukesh, and there's another one, very young. Nodirbek, Prag, Gukesh,
Very young. I mean, Ali Reza.
Ali Reza, of course, 21. Yes.
I mean, Ali Reza.
But Ali Reza has
yeah,
been
it's
around.
like I've
It's
played
so
him for
strange,
so many
right?
years now that I don't know. He's one of the young guys, but he's already played two candidates. And the first time I played him, not online but over the board, was 2020 Baikenze.
Yeah, it's
think
crazy. He's been around for
And
so
that,
long.
that's over 4 years ago, so that's already quite a. I mean, 4 years is a significant amount of time in chess to have been playing at the top level. And then he was a kid, right? So
He still is. He's 21. Well,
Yeah.
young adult.
yeah, he's sort of established, but he's also like you can definitely imagine that. Let's say he like Wei, he doesn't make huge progress in the next few years, but then still, like at the age of 25, he still has a very good
So
chance
strong.
to, let's say, one day become world champion. Because like Wei, everyone thought, okay, he hasn't made progress, and then he becomes top 10, and now he looks like a very good candidate to be a top player for many years. So yeah, we shouldn't underestimate how many years ahead a lot of these guys have.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, of course, the guys that are like Gukesh and Prague and so on, but
18
also the
18
guys who
years
are a
of
little
age.
bit older, yeah, like
crazy.
Ali Reza. Actually, Arjun is 20, so he's a bit older than
Arjun is a bit on the older side. I think he just turned 20, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
mean, older than the Prague and Gukesh and so on.
Yeah, still. And Arjun is not a full-time participant in the GCT. But yeah, it's this four versus, let's say, the more established Nepo, you,
Wesley,
Anish, Wesley, MVL.
yeah,
who
Maxime
is still. So it's going to be a very, very interesting clash, let's say, of generations. And we haven't seen that in the GCT. Definitely a welcomed switch. Looking forward to it.
But it's not like, I don't know, is it a clash of generation? I was just
I would
thinking,
say so.
it's not like we're not so far apart.
You guys are old.
Yeah, but
But not really.
When I first got into like top, I don't know, 10 or so, the like previous generation, let's say the old guys were like Vichy, Kramnik, Topalov, Gelfand, Morozevich, Ivanchuk, Kamsky, like these guys, the guys who were the best players in the world in the 90s, and a few of them were world champion, but they were already in their late 30s, I guess, early 40s.
But I do feel like chess is getting younger. In general, the trend
Yeah,
is
that's true.
is younger.
Because like the player at that time who was like at his very peak was Levon. Like he was probably number 2 in the world, but very close to number 1, 28 something, 2820, 2830, and he was in his early 30s. So that was considered very much a peak age. And now the peak has maybe gone down a little bit, or at least it's considered to be. I'm not sure if there's an objective peak, but let's say the public perception is more like the peak is players in their mid to early 20s. It's funny though.
Well, I don't want to be wrong about this, but during Poland, Magnus, I think, was the GCT in Poland. Magnus was the oldest player.
Yeah, but that's a tournament-specific thing. Also, was Vichy not playing?
No.
Poland?
No. I think he
Magnus was
didn't
old.
mention, and it shocked me when he did. But during one of the interviews, I think the first one, he said that he's the oldest participant,
It could be.
which was absolutely insane thinking about
So
it.
I'm wondering, is Jan older than Magnus? I would assume that he's a bit older, because Magnus was born in December.
November, close to December.
Oh yeah,
November,
like more
end
or less
of November.
End of November. And Jan probably. I really don't know people's birthdays.
I think Jan is like a few months older than Magnus.
And Jan wasn't playing Poland.
No. Anyway, very exciting tournament. What else has happened in the chess world? By the way, how do you generally approach this type of tournaments? Do you have the previous season, let's say, in mind? You're a defending champion. Are you thinking about that at all, or it's just a new season completely?
Yeah, it's totally new. Last year is a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won this tournament last year, but of course, that doesn't mean that you're a favorite to win this year, right? It's a new year. Some of the players are the same. So who's the same? Jan, Anish, Wesley, Maxime all played last year.
Yeah.
Noterbeck didn't. Gukesh didn't.
No,
Proud
you
didn't.
guys didn't. And
Ali
I
Reza
don't-
did. Ali Reza did. So most of the players are actually the same from last year. If you think about it, it's three
Yes.
new players. It's seven of the same, and Dayak was there last year, so it's seven of the same players. And the players that they replaced were
Richie was one of them.
Richie,
Who was a
yeah,
full-time
Rapport
participant. He's now
replaced. Duda.
Duda as well. Duda played in Poland. Was he a full-time participant?
Duda played here. The thing is, he didn't finish because he got ill.
Sick in
he got ill in
Singfield.
Singfield Cup,
Mm.
which was unfortunate. But yeah, that he was playing the full time. It was just bad luck that he couldn't play the last one fully. So, and there was one other player who can't remember who.
Yeah.
Oh, Ding.
Ding! Wait, but it was such a strange season, right? Because Ding basically quit midway through.
Not midway. He played the world championship match. He became world champion. He came straight here.
In Romania.
And
that was it,
And
right?
then he stopped playing the rest of the year. This was his last tournament last year.
Yeah,
And he
crazy.
didn't play anything. Like absolutely nothing. I mean, he played like 2 online games, and then he was.
He's supposed to be a
he's
wild
out.
card.
Yeah, he's gonna play Singfield Cup, but I think he's actually coming back like to activity. So he already played Vikings A, he played Norway, he played Weisenhaus, he played Grenke. So he's one of the more active players this year. He's gonna play the World Championship. He'll play Singfield Cup, we assume. But he's not playing this one. So yeah.
Yeah, those are the players. Anyway, very fun event ahead of us. What else has happened? Actually, since we were talking about Ali Reza, and we always keep forgetting about, again, how young he is, but how well established he is at the same time.